Hey, what's up, guys? Ben Clark here for Adapt to Perform. Now, in the media, I often hear the term wheelchair bound, whether that's on the news or in news articles that I read about disabled people. I always hear wheelchair bound. Now, myself being in a wheelchair, I don't see myself as somebody that is wheelchair bound, nor do I see other people that are necessarily wheelchair bound that are in wheelchairs. In fact, I see it completely the opposite way. I see it as the wheelchair actually allows me to be not bound. And I'll explain that in a minute, but I kind of understand why news and media and all that say the term wheelchair bound and things along that nature because, they're reliant on people watching their stuff and click on links. So I understand where it's coming from. However, I feel like there needs to be sort of a change in narrative and not allow people to be seen as a sob story or an inspiration, but to see people for who they actually are. We're not perfect people. We're not people that you put on a pedestal and say, "Oh, look how amazing they're doing." We're real humans that have real emotions. We mess up. Some of us are bad. Some of us are good. Most of us are somewhere in that grey zone in between. So, I think it's good to sort of cut through sort of some of that, putting people on the pedestal and really get to the heart and soul of the people that are in these articles. Now, the reason why I don't think that I'm personally wheelchair bound is that my wheelchair is actually the thing that allows me to be the person that I want to be. Now, say we lived in an alternate universe and there wasn't such thing as a wheelchair. That hadn't been invented, nobody had thought of it, and nobody's thinking of it. Doesn't change the fact that I still broke my neck at 19. I'd still be disabled, but if there wasn't any wheelchairs, it means I'd be actually in bed all day. I wouldn't be able to get out of the house. If I did, then maybe somebody would have to carry me everywhere. I don't know what the situation would be, but it wouldn't be a great situation to be in. I would be living a sheltered life, basically. So what the wheelchair actually allows me to do is to go outdoors and explore things and live my life the way I want to live. Now, a good way I like to put this is that some people often say to me, "Do you not miss walking?" That's a very common thing that a lot of people in wheelchairs hear. "Do you not miss walking?" Now, I often say to them back, if it's somebody I'm comfortable speaking with, maybe if it's a stranger, I just sort of move that conversation on quickly. But if it's somebody I know, I go to them, "Well, answer me this: do you actually enjoy the act of walking, not what walking brings you?" We all love going outside. We love the fresh air. We love the sights and the sea and all that sort of thing, and what walking brings you. But do you actually enjoy putting one foot in front of the other? When you're walking along, go, "Oh, I like that step. Oh, I like that step." It's not something to really even think about. It's something that allows us to do other things. Now, if you think about it, the wheelchair is allowing me to do those things. I'm still getting outside. I'm still getting that fresh air. I'm getting the exercise part of it. Everything's still the same. It's just a slightly different way of doing it. I'm just sat down pushing a wheelchair. So when people say to me, "You miss walking?" No, do you enjoy walking really? It's all about the way we look at the situation, and that's like much things in life. It's not just assuming because somebody else's situation is different, it's better or worse. Sometimes it's just different. We all have, there's so many of us out there, and we all have these multiple different lives, and just because someone's in a situation that might seem adverse to you doesn't mean that they're necessarily missing something or they're having a bad time. So that's what I mean about trying to get rid of, not necessarily get rid of terms like wheelchair bound, but sort of change the narrative and make people think in a different way. Don't think of something because it's different it's necessarily negative. It's just different. We're all different. We live these different lives. So again, I can still go out. It allows me to get outside. It allows me to get to my car, which I can drive, which is another great thing that I can do. It allows me to do all these things. Going back to the car situation, if you didn't have a car in your life, if you're somebody that relies on your car to drive and then you didn't have a driving license, then you wouldn't be able to get out of the house. You wouldn't, you'd have to ride a horse maybe to work, and then you say you're horse bound, but then you'd still be able to get to work, for example. It's just a little bit different way of thinking about it. That's kind of a weird analogy there with the horse and the car, but I think you sort of understand what I'm getting at. Now, that's not to say that my life is easy. You know, it's still hard, but it's not the wheelchair that makes it hard. It's the disability. Sorry, you want to do a sec? Yeah, it's my disability that makes the situation harder. You know, like them preparing the toilet routines that I have to go through. Those things are a bit more difficult in my life, and they're the things that I have to sort of more put up with. But the walking side of it is definitely not something I have to worry about. Because of the great invention of the wheelchair, I literally can do everything I want to do and be the person I want to be. And it's just a simple little chair with some wheels on it. It's amazing what a difference something like that can bring you. Alright then guys, so I think that's all I've got to say on that topic. Basically I wanted to do more sort of videos like this. Just sort of branch out there and see what sort of things take hold. I really enjoy talking to you guys, just me and you to the camera. So if you like it too, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, because that really does help me by showing more people the video, and it lets me know that you like what I'm doing. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and make sure you so you can see all sorts of videos like this. And if you've got any questions or anything that relates to this video, please let me know in the comments down below. If you look in the comments, I answer pretty much every single question. The only ones that I answer are normally ones that are just spammy email like things, but they normally get cancelled by YouTube anyway. So yeah, if you ask me a question or anything that relates to this down below, I'd be more than happy to answer it for you. But for now guys, if you want to see more videos like this as well, let me know. So, because I enjoyed it, it's good fun. But yeah, for now guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.